Hello! It has been a very long time, and I'm not saying this is a comeback, but who knows. But basically I thought I'd give like a little bit of a haul and a little bit of what I have been reading, because I finally read some books for the first time in a fucking eon. It's been ridiculous. So we'll do a haul first with the books I bought, and then we'll move on. So, I bought a lot. So, starting off with, I bought The Extraordinaries by TJ Klune. It follows a boy who is very much in love with superheroes. Superheroes exist in this world, and he's very in love with one of them, and it's very complicated, and it's very gay. We love a gay. The main character, Nick, is a delightfully cliched character. He's very much a fanboy, and we stand for it. But I did also read this book, so I suppose I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. It's really fun. It's nice to see such a queer focused story in YA, even if it is like so cringe at points, but it's very funny. It's very well done. It's a good story, and like the superheroes were really cool. And there is a sequel that I haven't bought yet because it's mega expensive at the moment. So when that comes out in paperback, I will probably buy that and read that. Then the next one I bought and read is The Outrage by William Hussey. Another queer focused book. This follows a world where basically being gay is like outlawed. It's like dystopian Britain. Being gay is awful. Anything that's to do with like the past, which is like the present for us, is regarded as abhorrent. And the main character, Gabe, I don't remember the character, that's how bad it is. The main character, Gabe, is basically becomes like a bit of a freedom fighter, but it's a bit strange. I gave this 2 out of 5 stars. Quite honestly, that's generous. The only thing I really liked about it was the representation, because by and large this book is incredibly mediocre. It's just so cliche ridden, and it makes so little sense for Gabe to become this freedom fighter and to like defeat the government. It makes no sense, and we don't even see that because it skips that. It's really, really strange. They skip the actual interesting bit. But yeah, no. It was a no from me. Also, he really badly dated this book by putting loads of references to things that came out like last year. And I was sitting there going, that literally came out last year. Why are you making references to it like it's an iconic thing? It was just very frustrating to watch. Not one I would ever reread, I'm afraid. So, 2 books that I actually bought and haven't read. I bought The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan, book 1 in the Wheel of Time. I'm going to be honest with you, I know so little about this series, apart from it's magic, it's a high fantasy, and there's a TV show coming out. And I really want to read this before the TV show comes out, because I watched the trailer for The Wheel of Time on Amazon, and it looked incredible. So, I'm hoping to read this soon. It is a beast, so we shall see when I get to it. And then I bought a bind-up of the Earthsea books by Ursula K. Le Guin. This is another one I don't know much about. I just know it's very well thought of. It's a 4-book bind-up. It's gorgeous. It says, as a young dragon lord, Ged, also known as Sparrowhawk, is sent to the island of Roke to learn the true way of magic. A natural magician, Ged becomes an archmage and helps the High Priestess Tenar escape from the labyrinth of darkness, but as the years pass, true magic and ancient ways are forced to submit to the powers of evil and death. Sounds cool. I've heard good things about Ursula K. Le Guin, so I'm hoping to get to this soon, even if I just read like one of the books out of the 4. So, yeah. Other books I bought. So we'll just do the hauly bit now. Those are the ones I've read and bought. So I've got The Killing Moon and The Shadowed Sun by N.K. Jemisin. I just know it's got gods and it's like queer and it's N.K. Jemisin, so I bought it, I guess. I've heard good things about it. I've been in a very impulsive time this last month. So it's like a conspiracy and something about gods and goddesses, and I don't really care about anything else. I just know it's pretty, it's queer, it's fantasy. I'm here for it. So here we are. And then I went to a used bookstore. I managed to get like 6 books for £5. So I got The Blade Itself, Last Argument of Kings, and Before They Are Hanged by Joe Abercrombie. And it's the first Law trilogy, and I just know it's well thought of. And I did that thing again where I bought them and don't really know anything about them. I just know it's a fantasy trilogy that everyone loves, so I bought them. Yeah, I've got a problem, but they're gorgeous. I don't even care. They had them for like £1 each, so I bought them. It sounds like it's going to be a political drama, fantasy, just what we live for, you know? So I just kind of bought them all and just hope I'm going to like them. Do I know anything about them? Absolutely not. But yeah, I bought them anyway. Then I got The Great Hunt, which is book 2 in the Wheel of Time, which was so convenient to find it in the shop and in the same edition as The Eye of the World. So I've got the second one, so I'm ready to carry on if I really enjoy the first one. So yay. Then I got The Witcher, Blood of Elves by Andrzej Sapkowski. I probably butchered that. But The Witcher is obviously a magical character who hunts demons. But this says it's book 1, but you have to read the short stories first. So I can't actually read this yet. But I'm here for it. Why not, you know? Fantasy book, heard good things, so yay. This one I didn't actually buy. The worker bought it for me because he thought I had to read it. And that is The Player of Games by Ian M. Banks. This is a sci-fi series about a world where there's the culture and there's a human-machine symbiotic society has thrown up many game players, and one of the greatest is Gergely, Jernal Marat Gergely, the player of games master of every board and computer and strategy. I feel like it's a very complicated game kind of vibe. This is actually book 2 in the culture series, but they're all like independent. You can read them whenever. So I'm excited to read this one. Yeah, he said I had to read it, so he bought it for me, which was so sweet. He was lovely. So yay. So I brought 2 more books, and that is Kirith Kieran by Jim Grimsley. This is a high fantasy that is gay focused, so I had to buy it. I've wanted to buy this for a while. Like the plot is there is a kingdom which is led by Kirith Kieran, and Jessix has to like join the court of Kirith Kieran. So I'm presuming Jessix and Kirith Kieran are like the love interests. But I just remember hearing about it. It's a high fantasy from the year 2000, and it's gay, so I bought it. Yeah, I'm very bad at this. I'm impulsive buying. But it's in really good condition. I was well impressed because I got this off Amazon. And hopefully it's really good, and I will let you know when I get to it. And then I bought Dune by Frank Herbert, which I've actually listened to the audiobook of right at the beginning of this year. And I loved it. I really enjoyed the audiobook. So I actually have a physical copy now, and it's a really nice copy. Dune is about... Planet Arrakis is the only known source of the spice melange. And melange is used to like... for interstellar travel and to enhance human abilities, and the planet of Arrakis is given to Duke Leto Atreides to look after the Harkonnens, and the Harkonnens then come and attack, basically. It's really good. This is book 1. There's like 6 or 7 books in this series, and if you haven't read Dune, you should read Dune before the film comes out, because it's going to be wicked, and I'm so excited, and I need to read the second one soon. So I actually own a physical copy now. And then the books I have one more book. I have one more new book I bought, and that is The Tower of Nero by Rick Riordan. At long bloody last, I'm going to finish the Trials of Apollo series. This follows the god Apollo, who has fallen to Earth after the events of Blood of Olympus, and it's the last one in the like continuous Camp Half-Blood Chronicles. Though Rick has said recently he's going to do like a standalone in it. I'm so excited. This is my next read. This is going to be my next read, and I'm going to finish it, and I'm going to love it, I'm sure. So, yay. And then the other books that I have read, which are not ones that I also bought, I read Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. I gave it 4.5 stars. Brandon Sanderson is just an exquisite writer. This follows a world where the magic is like breath and colour, and it's really cool. And there's like a god king, and there's a rebellion, and there's a fight, and there's a war, and it's really cool. Basically, it's gorgeous. The main characters are awesome, and it's just incredible, and it's like so good. I just love Brandon Sanderson. So, yay. I did write a full review for this on Goodreads. I feel like I'm very bad at articulating my thoughts. It has been like, I read this like at the end of August, so technically it's been like a month since I've read this, and I've read I haven't read a lot of books, but I've read one book that's killing me. So, yeah, Warbreaker. I really enjoyed it, basically, is the end of the synopsis. I really enjoyed it. Characters are really cool. World is incredible. The like drama is really well done. And the magic system is so interesting and so fleshed out. It's great. It's Brandon Sanderson. I then read the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin, and I did not love this. I gave it 3.5 stars. It follows a world called The Stillness, where they are very like prone to earthquakes, and that every couple of generations, basically there's a massive apocalypse and humans have to survive through it. And the magic system, there is Origins who like draw power from the earth to like help, but they're treated really badly. I just couldn't. The characters converging into, so slight spoiler, the characters all converge into actually the same character, and I hated it. I thought it was dumb because it just ruined quite a lot of the arcs. That I just didn't ruin. It just made no sense. I understand it was a bit of a plot twist and it was a fun plot twist, but I just didn't like it. I didn't love it. I thought the second person perspective was really annoying. The actual character that I liked, what was his name? Alabaster. I really enjoyed Alabaster as a character, but he's dead because he dies at the end of the book, kind of. So I'm just like, it has potential, and I have the second and third books in the Broken Earth series, so I might read them, but I will read them eventually. But this just didn't do it for me. And then I also read, oh, wrong one. Nope, that's the wrong one. The Tyrants Tomb by Rick Riordan. I finally picked up book 4 in the Trials of Apollo series, and I loved it. It's great. It was really interesting to see Apollo, like, becoming a zombie, which is terrifying to me as someone who doesn't like zombies. But it was really well done, and you actually had, like, there was stakes. You thought he was going to die. Like, it was really well done. Very unlikely he was going to, and this also deals with the aftermath of Jason's death, and that was just heartbreaking. My poor heart. It was just good. It was great. It's always fun. Apollo's character arc across all the books has been incredible, and this is no exception. So, yay, 5 out of 5 stars. And then my current read is Priory of the Orangery by Samantha Shannon, and I am so close to DNFing this book because, oh my god, it is agonisingly slow. Like, about 400 pages in, it hit a really good point, and then it's just died again. And I'm on like 600 pages. I've got like 170-ish pages left, I think. I'm on 620-ish. And I'm just dying. I'm just dying. It follows a cast of characters where there's a queendom and there's magic and there's dragons, but the dragons are kind of shit, so I will let you know when I finish it. But I'm not loving it. Yay. But that's a haul and like a currently reading and a wrap up and just a bit of everything. So yeah. Woo! Go me. Ciao.